Hey, what's going on, everyone? Before y'all check out this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. We appreciate y'all for always showing us love and support. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Unfiltered Brothers, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay blessed.
And welcome. Be brought back in the black community. That's what we talking about today.
And welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Here, you have your boy Derek. To my right, you have your boy Ford. To my right, you have your boy Ford. What's up? I was looking at the notes. To my left,
niggas should be checking the notes what we got in this hole.
To my left, I was cooking. He don't want to catch that 3 strikes. So, welcome back. Your boy Joe in the building.
About? I ain't missed
but about to replace your ass.
All right, man. Look,
we always got somebody waiting.
Look, man, this show would tank if that nigga got on here. I know it is.
Ready.
I know he is. He's still not.
Ready.
He not great as me. You know, he'll never be able to fit these shoes.
Ooh, debate about it then.
What size you wear?
Ain't no debate about nothing that's fat. You already know. We debate opinions around here.
Those size 13.
See, look, that boy, you know what shoes size you are wearing. He definitely can't fit into it. But yeah, you know, the one, the only, the greatness is back. I know y'all missed me. People was hitting me up left and right. I had to turn my comments off and shit. I had to turn the DMs off. They was like, Joe, these niggas just ain't the same without you. I was like, yeah, I know. You know, sometimes you gotta walk away from something to let a motherfucker know how much he's worth.
We owe this, huh? We owe this, huh? You David Ruffin.
I was about to say, nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
But look who's still living.
Right. Oh shit!
I was like, damn. I looked at this. I said, damn.
You know,
it took a lot.
I forgot he went a little bit deeper than I. Damn. Shout out to being Otis then.
Never mind. Maybe we ought to aspire to be Otis.
That's a fact, man.
But yeah, glad to be back.
How y'all boys been doing?
Can't complain.
I'm all right.
You good for it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to say this. Fuck that nigga ran. All right, just want to make sure we got that out of the way. But actually, he has some real responsibilities and stuff to handle.
You know what I'm saying? He a daddy now, so you know what I'm saying? He got some responsibilities.
Oh, yeah, he a daddy now.
Daddy. He a pappy, a whole pappy out here.
Out here doing daddy stuff.
Shout out to him, though. But shit,
how about you, man?
Straight. I felt like Monday was gonna be a Monday because a car was on the wrong side of the road this morning.
Wait a minute. First of all, you sentence fucked me up. But then the whole
I said word.
But then the whole sentence fucked me up.
No, a car was on the wrong side of the road this morning.
460?
Nah, going. Alright, so you know how you turn at that light at Liberty. Once you get off of 460, take the left up the Candles Mountain. And you know how we go up, and then another way is going up too, and then they got that one way going down.
Yeah,
car was coming straight down the middle.
That's wild.
And who was there to meet him? Me. And they got to turn in that grass part.
Yeah,
right there.
Well,
I'm like, yeah. I said, once these students came back, I said I knew some stupid shit was gonna happen. Already.
In all honesty, I would let them hit me.
Nah, I don't hit on.
Yeah,
I love it. If it was on the side or something.
On the side, I said on the passenger side,
I let him do it. But a head on, because that's
But how fast was he going?
Bro, that's speed.
I mean,
like what, 35?
I was probably at like 20, 15, 20 going up there. Then, but they shit coming down. So it's about 25, 30.
Yeah,
but they was going straight downhill.
I'm thinking about the money.
So they accelerating a little bit.
I'm about to say, force times weight times acceleration times blah, 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 times gravity. That ain't nothing but.
Yeah. And that wasn't no small car either. So it's like, I mean, they ain't like flip or anything, but they like pulled over to that joint. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Maybe
I'm
they
lucky.
Still sleep.
I'm lucky like no other car was coming, because as soon as I seen it, I hit the right. I didn't want to ram moves. I was like, I ain't know what was beside me, but God got me. shit, God got me. So I hit that right lane, and nobody was there. But yeah, I already knew how this Monday was gonna be.
Dang.
It wasn't, honestly though, it wasn't too. It started all with a lot of just students requesting shit, but it got better.
Is this the first week they back or they been back? Oh, damn.
Well, classes started today. They started coming back like last week
They're
though.
gonna be blowing y'all up.
Yeah, you know how that be. But all right. So speaking of work, I told them I would bring this up. All right, there was a conversation going on, and it got on body count.
Like sexual body count.
Sexual body counts, right? You don't gotta put a number out there, but the question that they proposed after they heard a story from another coworker was, do men? It was mainly about men, but I guess you can say both. Is there an end goal for your body count? Like, do you set a goal of how many bodies you want in your lifetime before you settle down?
I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. That's some whole shit right there. For you to even be like, yeah, I gotta reach 40 bodies before I find myself down. Nah, I don't think I ever thought of it as an aim. Like, I've never thought of it as like, oh, I got to get these many joints. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I never thought about it like that.
It didn't. Yeah, I was like, yeah, nah, I ain't. Man, that don't make sense.
But I mean,
How about 4?
I'm done.
yeah, his body
I'm
But
done.
you good though, cause what was there an end game
No,
before you said it? Cause that was the question.
It
That's
never
the
crossed
question.
my mind. Yeah, it never crossed my mind.
I bet. That's exactly
what I was saying.
That's exactly what I said. I was like,
I never thought about
I
it
ain't
like
never
that.
had no end game. It just
But
happened.
when I was out here slinging, I was just slinging, but it never crossed my mind. Hey, I need to reach this amount of numbers. No, I just.
This nigga
I
said
ain't even
slang.
know you was slanging. I didn't need that visual.
It
in my
wasn't
head.
long. It was just about a year.
See,
Nah.
I thought you was answering that to
Nah.
a wait.
We'll pass it.
No, I want to.
No, let
Can
go.
I bring it back? Because I think they missed that.
I
I think our listeners missed that.
The motherfuckers got a rewind button. Y'all can pause, rewind.
If y'all caught on to what I had in my mind, y'all comment and tell me if y'all thinking the same thing that I was thinking.
Don't comment.
Please
Don't just keep it in y'all head.
We all got a pass.
Oh my Jesus! But no, I never thought of that. I just said it just happens.
I was
Like nobody just say I want this many.
I mean, because I think
Body.
that's because you gotta go back. Like that's kind of like
Ain't like I was getting paid for it.
if I was getting paid for it.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
That's a whole different ball
I was
game.
about to say I think because you gotta.
Beat Tina Trump out here.
You know what's real?
That's a fact. Hey,
let's
I ain't
bring that
gonna.
up.
Tina
I ain't
Trump,
gonna
yo.
hold you.
She got some bodies.
But she really
And she
good
younger
in
than us.
Baltimore.
I
She
ain't know
about the
she's
same
younger than
age.
us.
Yeah, she's probably younger than you, but she about the same age though.
I ain't gonna hold you. I still smack. No debate.
I ain't gonna cap either. That's a fact.
Like I probably still would. But I mean, all right. While we on this conversation,
My wife watched this episode.
I'll ask this question:
She gonna watch it. I know
body
she
counts
is.
really do matter?
We had that conversation too. I was about to bring it
You
up.
about to bring it back
Go
up?
ahead.
But no, I was saying because I
Do
was
it,
like,
Ryder.
I
I said what my answer was. It was like it depends on the period.
elaborate.
Like we 27. Somebody our age
Whew.
with like
I don't know if it's the
Some-
juice or what. My heartbeat started going fast.
Gotta take 6, man. Take 6.
somebody our age with like 40 plus.
Okay.
Hey, that's all counties.
And but this nigga stupid. Bro, he can't be just smacking the mic.
Oh, I turned it off.
But it's like how long is that time? Like is that 40 close by, or is that over a long period of time?
If they are age,
Okay, yeah, hold the conversation down real quick for it.
But I say it's worse. It's worse for somebody like our age versus somebody with 40 bodies that's like 45, 50. That's a
45.
fact.
So that means they didn't had at least a different body every year.
Every year, just one every year.
You
just can't
They
keep
done double that.
You just can't keep a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you a question though. What if the body count is based off? That's how many people they've dated though.
I said,
You didn't gotta be Pacific.
I said nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, it's still something wrong because why you in 50 relationships?
Yeah.
So something is wrong. Something that got to be discussed.
I don't think I'd be able to keep up with that many. Like I've been forgot half of them.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give it a stack with y'all. Back in the day, I used to care. Like I used to be like, nah, I couldn't date nobody with no high body count. But right now,
I say I don't care because I don't even want to know.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I said I feel like they ain't gonna.
And
tell
9
me
times out of 10 they're
anyway.
gonna lie anyway.
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you that
Cole
line
said
by
times
Cole.
it-
Yeah.
You know we here.
You know what? You all right. But yeah, you know, and I just I mean, but nah, cause I ain't gonna lie, like I don't really be. And to me,
And
at
it's-
27, I feel like that's a question that kind of turns me off now. Cause I'm like, we grown. Why are we talking about
Yeah.
this kind of stuff? Like,
I
I
don't
don't
even
really give a
care.
fuck. Like how many people you slept with at this point. Like,
As long as you ain't still sleeping with them.
I mean, cause I'm the end all be all. Cause you know
That's
what I
a
thought
fact.
about the other day? Like, I used to think about like how like a girl that can be labeled, and I say labeled because like I don't consider them this, but let's say like society and outside people have labeled her a hoe, and then but she's
Niggas
only,
can't be hoes too.
yeah. What's what?
Niggas can't be hoes
Oh,
too.
facts. What no debate. But I was thinking of this like thinking about she can be a hoe in this immediate area. She can move all the way out the state, start a whole new identity,
yeah.
and then get married, and that dude will probably never know her past. And I think like so like is it even really that important at the end of the day? Because like if you vibing with somebody and you love them and you like cherish them and everything like that, and then all of a sudden you like
Yeah.
you did what in high school? I mean, at that point, does it really matter?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would agree. I would definitely agree. Whatever happened in the past, it don't matter. I don't want to know. And if it did happen in your past, it didn't happen while we together. That's straight. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
Some people different. Some people gotta know like,
Yeah.
hey, let me know what's up about your past because I don't want to be out here looking stupid and shit like that.
You know what? I will say this: you have to be open to talking about your past because you never know. And I mean, that's more like a safety thing. Like
I would say certain parts because I don't. What are you looking?
y'all selling on Ethan?
We've been discussing
Yeah,
that.
we've been.
What was that?
Probably not here. I don't
No.
I
know.
won't hear.
This was
Ethan
a while.
Silas?
This was a while ago.
Ford.
Yeah.
Damn. Y'all already made jokes? Did y'all make jokes?
No.
All right. I'll save my jokes for later.
Duran said that was the whitest name he ever heard.
All right. Never mind. I'll save my jokes for later.
This nigga slapped his leg.
Knee slapper.
God damn. But nah, nothing in
Can
this.
somebody fill me up?
Gotcha.
My boy got you right here. But nah, yeah. I'd just rather not know.
Yeah, I'd rather not know.
I'd just rather not know.
Even though I mean, eventually the conversation gonna come up either anyway for a random conversation about it gonna come up anyway. But I'd rather not know. Like I'm not gonna go out here and be like on the first day we're like, oh, so how many bodies you had? Oh, what you did in your past? Like I don't care.
I don't either.
Cause I damn sure ain't gonna talk about my past. Cause I done did some shit.
I don't even look. I don't know how. I don't know if it's just me or it just is a guy thing. Probably the only female that I talk about females to is Bree. Like about. Like I don't talk about females to other females.
Well, my thing about that is too, like, I hate to say it, some of these females are like grimy, and you don't never, and like,
That's
not
a
even
fact.
like you just don't want to say something and then they take it and run it. You know what I'm saying? Like you might,
Right.
like you might drop some info, and then they be on some like slick, shady type stuff, and then they might go off and have that girl business in the street. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I didn't tell you this for you to spread it. You know, this is just kind of pillow talk.
That's what.
Oh, they hit you with that line. Well, oh, you fucked her. This ain't gonna work.
You know, that's another thing too. Like, I'm glad you brought that up too, because I mean, like, for real.
Oh no, I got a different story. And you can view it on the Patreon.
With no context.
No, I'll say it here. He was like, the way he said it was like, oh, you messed with her. I don't want to mess with you.
No, not that way. Not that way.
No, I think that's the way he was trying to say.
No, you meant to like more
that's
like,
ooh, you fucked
Yeah,
her?
because
Why would I fuck with you if you fucked with her?
Yeah,
but
because the two females didn't like each other.
Oh, you meant like
that's
that.
what? Yeah, that's
Okay.
how I was taking it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then it's more context.
I think you're going back to more of that like
you did this with a shorty.
Like I can't rock with you now because like this is kind of in-house type stuff.
Well, I had that too. Of course, yeah, I had that too. But what I was talking about is like, she told shorty we did something, but I was talking to that current shorty, but they didn't have a problem with it.
It's crazy. Your system like that. That's all I gotta say. I mean,
But just make sure y'all get you some. It's the best juice in the D9. I pick that. No cap.
We can put it on. We can put it on merch. It's gonna be a jug of juice.
Hell no. We gotta get a permit for that shit.
I gotta get a permit for nothing. Hey, you want this juice, my nigga? You gotta come get it.
That's a stupid.
But
yeah.
But nah, like I forgot my point now. But anyway, long story short, wrapping that up, like
Yeah.
that shit don't count, man. Your past is your past. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Going back to the earlier conversation, I don't really give a damn about no body counts. And I ain't never think about like because the other thing is too
As long
like
as you ain't got those letters, be good.
S T and
D.
Gotcha.
Or the HIV.
Ain't that the same thing? Aren't they both in the same category?
Maybe.
Kind of, sort of. I don't want neither one of them, so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Damn, I had a question for y'all boys. I was waiting for the podcast too. It was gonna be something like, would you rather?
No, just fuck it. Speaking of that, how you feel that people
Oh,
people
man, you talking about
know
the argument. Wait,
people think you out of us two, you gonna be married
I think
first
people crazy.
and gonna have the baby
I think
first.
people crazy.
I got mixed feelings about it.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. No, I talked to somebody that had voted on that joint, and they was not trying to tell me how they voted, and then they was like, I was just trying to see what the numbers was like. I was like, but who'd you vote for? And they were like, I voted you. I was like,
I probably already know who you talking about.
I said, bro, why would you do that? Like, you ran the numbers up. Like,
That's a fact.
I feel some type of way
You
about
was 70%, bro. Like just the both was 70%,
bro.
and then it was me having a baby first, two of me having a baby first, and then one of you having the baby first. So I got mixed feelings.
I'm gonna just say this because I ain't really
Niggas don't believe in me.
I'm gonna just say this.
Niggas don't think I believe in love. Huh?
I'm gonna just say this, and I ain't gonna go too deep into this. I ain't gonna elaborate. Y'all already know, but I ain't gonna talk about it
No,
here.
they ain't hot about that shit.
Huh?
They ain't hot about that shit.
A little bit. I'm gonna just say this.
A little bit.
Like I said, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Y'all let my cousin down.
They did.
I'm your cousin too.
They helped you out though. They have faith in you.
I'm prospect though, so it run deeper than
This
that.
man is prospect my hearing. He don't move around.
Where he originate?
I'm regional.
That nigga is a regional consultant. He handles the whole Prince Edward district.
That nigga is stupid.
And parts of Buckingham. I used to live in Buckingham too.
See, look, can't classify that man.
I'm over that nigga.
But nah, bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. Don't feel no type of way, man. Like, for real, for all jokes aside, dog. People love chaos, man. People love chaos, and they love to stir chaos, and they love to be chaotic. Don't let them tear us down, man. Y'all had us, bro. No, I got this. Y'all had us arguing in the group chat like we ain't brothers, like we don't love each other. We over here going back and forth. We threw politics in the argument. All because y'all want to stir chaos up, bro. Don't listen to them, bro. Because guess what?
Nah, that shit.
I definitely would have voted for you just so I don't vote. I saw it too. I was like, yeah, I should vote for Derek. I was like, nah, because the only reason I did, I said, nah, this man gonna see it.
Oh yeah, exactly. I see all that shit.
Derek used to fuss with me all the time. Derek will post, look, he'll post something or whatever, and I definitely go and like vote for me or like or something like that. Derek, look, slide the DMs. You can't vote for yourself, Joe.
I got on Rand ass about the same shit. I got on his ass about the same shit. It was the TV shows. And I was like, which one had the most accurate? He the first one to vote. Nigga, you can't vote for yourself. And after I got on his ass, I said, look, I bet 4 days gonna come next. Like 10 minutes later, he go forward and voted for his. I'm like, yo, these niggas don't listen. You know what I did? Got on my page and went to go vote for my goddamn.
Look, bro, all of us.
You can't beat them, join them.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. If you don't love and support yourself, who wins?
I was like, man, these niggas don't listen at all.
I love me some me.
I won by 1 vote.
No, you won by 2.
No, 1.
No, you won by 2.
Oh, you didn't even vote.
Cause, bro, I can't vote. I'm part of the podcast. But I definitely agree with you.
But you weren't there though.
Yeah, I definitely agree with your lineup though. I said, I looked, but no, I ain't gonna hold you.
My shit was tough, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all had some on. It was a good lineup. I was like, ooh.
I was mad, God. I think Jamie Foxx is a good choice though,
bro. Yeah,
but I can't. I don't know. After thinking about all that shit, I don't know. I'm like, can I? That's my favorite though. Well, my second favorite. 101 is my favorite.
101.
Yeah,
101 is a classic. Yeah,
that's my favorite. But yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
But I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, nah, man. Like, nah. Don't let them people make you upset, man. Them people don't matter. They don't know nothing.
I appreciate it.
Well, how'd you feel about it since you still bringing it up weeks later? Like, God, y'all stop stirring this man up.
Nah, I was just joking about it. Cause I was like, oh, that's the one. I was like, yeah, that's the one. I hope I don't win. But I would have rather got the both. And then niggas just saying I'm gonna be a baby daddy, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Your choice is like you either was gonna get the both or you was gonna be ass out.
I didn't give not one both.
Yeah, I was over that.
Niggas said, nah, that nigga Derek don't believe in love. Yes, I do, nigga.
Derek believe in love. I know this man.
All of it.
You know, he just don't settle for no bull. That's what it is.
Talk your shit.
He just don't settle for no bull. We don't settle around here.
I don't think they heard you in the back.
Nah, I got you. We don't settle for no bull around here, bro.
Shit.
We men of greatness.
That's what I'm saying. But nah, that was funny though.
That's hilarious.
That shit was hilarious.
I definitely sat there and was like, bro, if y'all gonna sit there and try to see what the numbers is, man, vote against me. Vote for Derek.
That shit was stupid. But I did want to give a shout out to Talik. You know what I'm saying, for coming on the last episode. His show already is the most viewed on our YouTube channel for this year. So yeah, so shout out to Talik for his for coming on the podcast, being vulnerable and whatnot. You know, it's always a good conversation with Big Cuz. Got a lot. It's a lot of gems you can get from Cuz. So appreciate him once again. But I did have a question for y'all before we even get into the main topics. If we get into the main topics, how bad? I'm gonna start with Ford first, cause you official over here. How bad do you want your girl to ride for you?
What's that movie? Damn.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you, so many trash movies popped in my head right now, dog. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. Go ahead, Ford. I go say that.
Basically, if I know I'm doing something fucked up, and she know I'm doing something fucked up, like say if I go out here and rob the bank, she need to be driving their getaway car.
That's How about you? How bad?
And while she driving the getaway car, I have one hand out the window shooting at the police while we trying to get away.
Trying to have set it off.
That's what it sounds like.
To be a Queen Latifah.
How bad you want your girl to ride for
bro,
you?
I saw this joint on Twitter, bro. You know, I love Twitter. I forgot who said it. I need my joint to be like a Trump supporter. Because whenever
whatever
I do, whatever I say, bro, support me. You can put me to the side, cuss me out of the back, but support me, bro.
Do it all.
Yeah, you gotta ride with me.
Do it all.
Because I'll be your Trump supporter, baby. If you my Trump supporter, I'm your Trump supporter. No debate.
Right.
Yeah, when I say drink that bleach to get rid of COVID, you better
You
drink that bleach.
We trying to have cults out here, boy. We trying to have cults out here. Do what I say, or don't do it at all.
So you saying that? So you ride the same way for her?
Yeah.
You ride the same way for her?
I ain't taking no bleach for it.
We grabbing them by the pussy.
I hate y'all.
Look, Ford got one lip. His wife got the other lip.
You know how you
We gonna get bad.
used to blow the balloon and used to pull it. I didn't even catch nothing. I didn't even catch none of them. My mic was off.
Hey, we sick.
Yo, you used
Then we
to
let it
use
go
the
there.
balloon and
Is
used
it
Oh, y'all sick.
Did I
Oh.
make it look like grandma's?
Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. Oh, I gotta mute the mic. Oh, I gotta mute the mic.
That joint just be flabbing.
Y'all sick, boy. Y'all sick. But nah, yeah.
Nah, I ain't hold you though. When grandma arms look like that, that means she can cook.
Coming off the
Stay-
yeah. Good, boy.
Oh my
What about you, bro? I ain't gonna hold
Oh,
you.
man,
My girl gotta ride
that
with me.
meat on them
What
arms
are
falling
you
off the
riding
bone. That
like
chicken
that?
gonna fall off the
Yeah,
bone.
man. If it's me and her, man, it's us against the world. But support
No
don't
cap.
mean, I'm gonna say support don't mean I don't.
I'm gonna say it depends. If I do some dumb, crazy shit like that, nah, just let me just let me do my time.
But but support don't mean blind following.
Yeah.
Like I support you as a brother, but if you go out here and do some dumb stuff, I gotta.
No, it's a reason why I'm bringing this up. I don't know if y'all seen the story or not.
Well, you know I ain't got social media no more, so.
So, Biggie's daughter.
Oh, I seen that.
Oh, I didn't see it. I love coming here and new stuff. What happened in the
Biggie's
world of the
daughter.
internet?
So I don't know if it's a boyfriend or
Yeah, his boyfriend.
boyfriend. So this nigga, it's on video and everything, getting
Dumb
charged
nigga.
with a hit and run. This nigga was already pulled over. I guess the cops ran his license, found some shit on it or whatever. This nigga pulls off. I was like, was it a mom and a toddler, right?
Yeah, the mom was pushing tall in the stroller.
No.
Ran them over. I'm not sure the condition of them.
They survived though.
Okay, good.
But he
good.
ran
And
him
he-
over.
and
And
he
he
hit a
like pushed.
He
like,
also hit a piece of delivery man.
I about to say like he didn't care. Like he
Is the
just
little man good?
he just floored that shit. Kept going.
You done a
That
big ass
nigga
SUV.
bond was $1 million. Biggie's daughter.
Oh, damn.
This nigga.
Sorry. Oh, damn.
Biggie's daughter put her fucking house up
Damn.
to cover the $1 million bond.
That's not that bad.
You pin your house up for your shorty.
Is Biggie daughter? She got bread, right?
You obviously not if you had to put the house up, Joe.
What is collateral? Cause okay, so $1 million, you got to pay 10% of that. That'd been 100,000. That would
Are
been
you
equal to the
pitting your house up to
That would have
get?
been. That would
Are
have been.
you pitting your house
That would've
up
been
for the
like-
$1 million
But that would have been
bond?
like nothing to them. You know, they're rich. You know what I'm saying?
Are you pitting your
I tell you,
house up for a $1 million bond after seeing the video of this nigga pulling off, hitting 2-3 people? Are
He
you
had some
doing
other
it?
charges? Cause they had
Man.
put him over some. They had put him over for, I think it was his tent was too dark. But
when
when
you get put over for that no more. Or in Virginia.
That's probably certain.
yeah, I
certain
think
states.
this was in New York, and they was running his license plate, and then they found some other stuff that they was already looking for him. So
Okay, look, all I'm gonna say
Four.
is this. And now a word from our sponsors. Blue Juice. Do you like your juice blue? We like our juice blue. It make it do what it do. Blue Juice.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't hold you, but so you saying my girl did all that?
You putting your house up to get the $1 million bond to get her out?
knowing that he probably gonna have to end up going back to jail after
Hold on,
he
let's
do.
start-
He going to
let's
jail.
start before. Let's
You
start
know he
before.
going to jail.
What you doing? You married, it's different.
Yeah, you married. What you doing? You already said.
You got little Ethan right
she
there.
She got to be out the window with it. Pow, pow, pow. You already said she. All that. You already said she got to be out the window. Pow, pow, pow. You already said
you gonna be
bait.
If I got it, I'm put it up, but
ain't no but.
But look, I got my kids thinking about. I gotta have a roof over their head. I ain't put my house up.
Can you imagine you put your house up?
And then they come take that shit.
And that man don't show up to court.
I
box her. Oh, we got a box in the street. Like, what's his name? Blueface and old girl. We got a box.
Oh, bro, that's bro.
We got
that relationship, bro. I'm tired of seeing that.
Make that a topic.
We can always talk.
Did she get arrested last night?
Yeah. Got the new video out.
This a new video?
Yeah.
They had an altercation at the restaurant.
Punched that nigga in the shit.
She punched him?
Twice. It was like a more open hand. I don't think it was closed. She
was mushing.
They had her on the ground and handcuffs and everything.
Bro, I knew when I saw she had that. When she was missing teeth, I was like, yeah, she bad.
Bro, she was.
Like, not bad as in good bad. I mean,
right, no.
Problem.
She was.
But
she's still alright now.
But I saw the back in the day pictures.
Yeah, back in the day pictures. She was like that.
But going back to your early conversation, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I put my house up. I ain't gonna hold you. $1 million bond. Well, I'm not a millionaire either. But like, all right, I guess the equivalent would be like,
even if you were though, come on, bro.
Like think about like right now, I put my car up for you or something like that. Like I couldn't, bro. I mean, but my thing is too. It's hard to answer that question because I have to go into like why. Like if bro did all that, bro was wild from the jump. Bro never cared.
Yeah.
Like my thing is like, and what I mean by that is like, when you know who you dealing with, you already know it's some things you probably gotta do that you don't either want to do or like this person character gonna make you do it. So you gotta like them red flags. You gotta make sure you know your person beforehand. Because if I think I'm dating a girl that's gonna do all that, I don't think we would have made it that far.
That's what I'm saying. When you see that video, that nigga just pulled off with no care in the world. So it's like, oh, this nigga been like that.
I got a better question for you. Take that same scenario and apply it to your kid.
And my kid did that shit.
Yeah, and he was like, Dad, I was just scared. Like I ain't want to die. X, Y, and Z. Oh, Bluetooth hit you, bro. Be careful.
I don't.
Do it for your child?
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
You might have to stay there.
Is this the first, second, or third time he done this?
And we're gonna transition in that
because I don't know the situation with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he did some wild
first
stuff back in that
first
day.
time. I'll get him out.
I don't know. I ain't gonna hold
Second or third time,
I don't know.
You do the crime, you do the time, son. You gotta learn.
I can't accept. I don't know how people gonna feel about this. You saying he was scared to get. I understand people being in that position with cops, but if the cop is not around, if the camera showed that he wasn't aggressive or anything, I can't accept that excuse.
I see what you're saying. You saying like if everything points to him being like a good cop. Like, let's take it further and say the cop was black and he pull you over. And he like, hey man, like I gotta I'm running your stuff. I see this man. Come on, get out the car.
Right.
He's like real gentle and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you still like pull
down to the book.
Yeah. Down to the book.
I can't accept that excuse though.
What do you
what was the
initial reason I pulled up for?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think we know that.
But for you to pull off.
For you to pull off like that.
Yeah, I can't.
Driving a big old SUV.
I can't give it to you because the fact of the matter is, I would have gave it to you. And
he hit those people and kept going.
Yep, that's what I was saying. I would have gave it to you if like, I would have got you out if you sitting there, you got pulled over, license suspended, some more stuff. You got some wild. I might get you out. Because
now when he go to court, it's gonna be even worse because he pulled over and hit those people.
Yeah, you stacked the charges on you, bro. Yeah. Like you didn't and it was like I think like the part that got me about that was like the selfishness with it, because my thing is too is like
that's probably why the bomb was so high.
Oh, the bomb, the bomb. I'm surprised he didn't get involuntary manslaughter and some more stuff. Like he might not killed him, but
because they couldn't not gave him
fleeing from police. Like I'm pretty sure those charges stacked.
Now it is.
So yeah, I don't know.
Instead of driving, they said his license was suspended. Of course, I didn't look into it, so don't fact check me on that. You know what I'm saying? But what I've seen, they say it was just a suspended license or not. But it's like, nah.
Get them license back now.
Yeah. So
you say you want to do it?
I'm the one that always say, I ain't screaming no free nobody. I always say that. If everything come down and look like you done that dumb shit, bro, you gotta.
All right, what if
do your time,
what if it's my character and they saying like I did some wild and stuff, but you know me?
If I know you now, I ain't gonna. Yeah, of course.
So, you know, my
I'm gonna
nigga
defend you.
did that. I did that. I'm telling y'all right now, I did that. I did it.
You did that, but guess what, Joseph? I'll come visit you on the weekends.
I'm gonna tell right now. Can I get moved to where 4 is?
I'll make sure you trade straight when you come to the line.
I'm gonna defend you. But if the facts show you done some dumb shit, I ain't no.
I got you. I feel you on that.
I always say that. I've been consistent with that. Yeah.
I'll put your extra cooking on the tray.
I appreciate you, man. See, that's small things. It's small. Man, sometimes you gotta look at the positives, bro. But I think it goes back to the whole accountability as African American people. Like, we can't just keep doing things and wilding and then using excuses as to why we have like our actions. Like, going back to what you're saying, like the free me joint. Like, and I remember, like, I forgot what comedian said it, but like you yelling free me, free my homeboy, free my homeboy. Your homeboy robbed the bank, killed 2 people. Like, did X, Y, and Z. Like, bro deserved to be, like, bro needs to be
keep
in
his
jail.
ass locked up.
That's what I be saying.
Shoot, so I can have job security. Shit.
I don't really care about job security. I'm worried about myself.
That's a fact.
But nah, I just think, like, yeah. I mean, but yeah, that's a topic for another time. Accountability as African Americans.
No, I mean that's
the problem.
That's
this
part
generation don't want to be accountable for
I feel
their
like
actions.
that's part. I mean, that's part of what our main topic was.
Nah, yeah.
So it's like, yeah. I mean, before saying, do we hold our community accountable like we supposed to?
Nope.
I think it's a real fine line, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I feel like yes and no. I really can't, and I say that because of the fact, like, it's real hard to sit there and say, like, to hold somebody accountable when you understand the situation as to why we are in the situation.
Are we understanding the situation, or are we just trying to justify it?
I mean, you're right. But then again, I'll say this: like, I can't sit there because I feel like I'm a blessed individual. I can't sit there and say, like, it's not fair of me to sit there and be like, yo, like, I did this. Like, let's say I become a congressman. So I'm like, I did it. You can do it too. That's not true. Not everybody was blessed with the same blessings that you get. Sometimes you only know what you know. But I understand. Like, I don't know. I feel like accountability is a conversation. Like, is accountability the right word we need? Maybe it's another word we're looking for. Because, I mean, like, it's something, like we was just saying, it's some shit like bro, homeboy killed 2 people, robbed the bank, drove the car, ran to the pole, locked bro up.
And his friends will still say, free my nigga.
Free that nigga.
But I'm like, bro.
I hate when I seen that on, like,
that's like this shit. Generation is the most toxic generation ever.
Oh, nah, I ain't gonna say we most toxic. I'm gonna tell you this.
Who you think is most toxic?
No, I'm not saying we, I'm talking about our generation. Bro, I think I'm gonna tell you what I think
grandparents.
It is. Oh, nah, before that. Your grandpa would leave and start a new family. Can you imagine you leaving a family to start a new family, bro?
True.
And sometimes they didn't even leave like far. They would go down the street and start a new family.
Next door with it.
Bro.
Yeah. I remember the story my great grandma told me. She said her and my great grandpa had just had an argument. And he said he was going to walk to the store. She said, okay. So she sat on the porch and waited for him to come back. She said after that day she didn't see him for like 20 years.
That's crazy. That's toxic, bro.
That nigga went to the store. He pulled I gotta go to the store line.
Bro, I'm telling you, dog. I ain't gonna hold you, like,
nigga come back on drive day.
You're sick. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I don't think this generation is more toxic. I think we got the internet. the internet exposes so much because people just don't care. Like you put all your business on there. But they was doing this stuff back in the day.
It worse.
Men was beating their wives. Wives was beating the men. Because it's just as much abuse on both ends.
I get beat every day.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just playing.
Alright, your wife come out that door. You just come out that door and hit you upside the head. I'm like, look, I'm gonna just sip this juice.
Niggas all crazy. But it was a question that I seen on Twitter. But it was pretty much like, a part of the question is pretty much like, should we go back? Should shaming be brought back into the black community? And when he like tried to elaborate on that tweet, just pretty much he was talking about like yes, like he said yes, having 3 babies by the age of 19 is pathetic. Yes, dropping out of school in the 9th grade is pathetic.
I did see that.
Yes, your baby not being able to read basic words by 5 is pathetic. Yes. How y'all feel about that?
That's kind of harsh.
And then one of the add-ons, he was like, you know how people be like me, they say something, then they be like them, they say something. So it was like me, teenage pregnancy, illiteracy, and non-prioritized education is an issue in our community. And then he said people who the shoe fit. Well, what about white people where our community is poor? And he was like, if you have that type of mentality, we won't ever be free.
I would say this. I think going back to like the shame thing, I don't believe in shame because I think shame is like a tool that people use to get what they want from individuals when they have like no other choice. And what I mean by that is like, all right, remember we was talking about the story about the husband taking a picture, sending it to his wife, and then calling her fat. The husband probably wants her to change her weight. So his mindset is, well, I'm going to shame her into changing the way she looks, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in that because you got to look at, sometimes when you're talking about society as a whole and African Americans as a whole, you got to look at the whole picture. You got to look at the fact that there's resources available. You want some more?
Oh, no, I'm good right now.
I said, you got to look at the fact of resources that's available. Not everybody that has access to resources like everybody else. Like, you got to really look at it. Now, if everybody was on the same playing field, let's say every single body on earth was given the same exact resources. You got a minimum of 2 parents in a household, this amount of income, the cost of living is good. You have the availability to be present in your kids' lives. Let's say like you have access to all that. Then we could have that conversation about shame, because then you can talk about parenting styles, et cetera, et cetera. You know, everybody's on an even playing field. You can really see where people are dropping the ball at. But it's not fair for me to sit here and say and judge. It's not fair for me to sit here and judge these individuals over here for doing what they do or living their life the way they think they got to live their life. And just because we view it as consequences or we view it as something that's wrong and they don't, doesn't make us right. Now, granted, yes, education is important. I do believe in, like, if you bring a child into this world, you need to be able to provide for it, like being more cautious with things like that. I wholeheartedly agree with all of that. However, those things were taught to me. I didn't grow up knowing those things. Sometimes you do grown stuff, you get grown consequences. Now, granted, my mom always told me, if I tell you that stove hot and you go touch that stove, that's on you. But if no one's sitting around telling them that stove is hot, how do they know what they're doing is wrong? You know what I'm saying?
All right. So if you tell them that they understand that, but they still do it,
that's on them.
Then
that's a whole different story. Yeah. Go ahead.
We
roasted.
So now it's like you gotta let them know because that shit ain't right.
Because I feel like all right. Let's take us for example. Like, let's say we reach a point in our lives where we're not satisfied. I'm not gonna say we're unsatisfied, but we reached a point where we're like, okay, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want more, but we're good right now. All right, I got my resources. We got a 2-parent household. My kid gets not everything that they want, but everything they need. I'm there, I'm present, I'm coaching them, I'm helping them, I'm nurturing them, and they go. Let's say let's not use pregnancy. Let's say they go and they get a deal in their report card. Mm-hmm. All right, first D, let's go. All right, what happened? Well, Pops, I didn't really get this, blah, blah, blah. So I say, all right, you didn't understand it. You should have came to me and talked to me about it. Now we're going to get you a tutor. Now they get that D again. All right, now my job as a parent is looking at, why are you still getting this D? Let's say your son just comes to you like, man, Pops, I don't care. I don't care about school. I don't care about this, blah, blah, blah. And you sit there and you say, yo, you got to care about school, blah, 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 get your grades up. And they do it again. Oh, that's on them. I did everything as a parent is like, I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, like 3 strikes. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to give up on my kid. But I'm saying, like, I've done everything in my path to do it. This part is the individual part. Like, they just going to be who they are. So you know what I'm going to do? Oh, you want to be a dummy? I'm going to treat you like a dummy.
That's a fact. Now, I think I get his message, but I wouldn't shame people.
Yeah, I think that's the part that threw me off.
Message, but I don't think I would shame.
It's the accountability though, like we were talking
about. Just have a different approach to it. But I understand it's like, I don't know, man. Everybody had their views on it. Shout out to the people that's surviving, being, single parents and whatnot. But bro, I don't got kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a lot of nieces and nephews and whatnot. But just having like 3 kids by like 22, 23, it's like.
I mean, at that point you're grown though.
You are, but it's like, you ain't in the right position.
But what if that's what they want though? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if that's what they want? Because it goes back into what I was just saying. Like, I can't judge. Let's say I don't believe in getting married till I'm like 35. Let's say 35 is an optimal age for. Right. Oh, go ahead.
I would say I get it if that's what they want, but let's be real. I don't know the percentage. But a lot of these shits ain't Planned Parenthood.
What if they got pregnant against their will?
That's true. I mean, we can factor that in. I think that I just think that's not meant for us to speak on. And I just say that because like my grandma had my mom at 16. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure she was shunned, she was shamed, she was looked down upon. But then I look at who she is. I look at the go ahead.
Go ahead, now keep talking.
I look at the woman she is, and I'm like, well, that's not speaking on her character. She was just a child doing grown folks things. That shit happens.
And I don't want to say that it's just because it's a different generation, but I feel like with our grandparents, especially like back in the day, it was different roles. A lot of women wasn't working; they was the ones that's in the house, so they did have a lot of kids. I don't know. I don't know the starting of the age, but they were having a lot of kids. But I think as we progress as a society, women wanted more power, in the workforce and everything like that, and they got it. Well, most of it, I should say. So it's like now you like educating the new mothers about your experience, about what you need to do. Make sure you good. Make sure you in a good everything. Every aspect is good to bring this baby in. And I would say mothers are doing that, but these people not really listening to the.
I go back, and that's a specific scenario that you created. You know what I'm saying? Like, the chain of events was very specific, but let's backtrack and make it another scenario. Now you got that the woman that's not in the house, the father goes to work, but the mom is in the tobacco field. She got 9 kids in the tobacco field with her because they got to work. Like, now you're talking about a situation where now we're surviving. Like, I can sit here and I can coach you and nurture you the best of my ability, but we are in survival mode. I don't got time. That's a lot of where physical discipline comes into play. I don't have time to keep trying to tell you go in a timeout, go sit down, go do this. I'm gonna whoop your butt, and you're gonna listen to what I say. And if I'm gonna put this fear inside of you to keep you contained until you're at an age where you can understand what's going on around you. All goes back down to those resources that's available. And let's take it even a step further, starting with that scenario, but you don't even got time to nurture your kids and tell your kids. You barely surviving as is. Your kids running buck wild. A lot of kids gotta grow up and be adults from an early age, and they don't know how to process that. Like, even when I was teaching in the 5th grade, they was talking about this one kid that was watching cartoons. I'm like, well, y'all are in the 5th grade. Like, y'all are 10 and 11. And y'all are, like, y'all trying to be grown so fast. I do think that's a generational thing. I do think they are, like, I look at kids now. Like, I don't know, like, and I know this might be really off topic, but I'll be looking at kids now and they got, like, Dior on. Like, Balenciaga. Gucci. I'm like, you don't put them kids in some South Pole. Yeah. You don't put them kids in some, like, you know what I'm saying? Go to Ross.
I stayed with South Pole.
But you gotta realize too, like, we're kids. These are kids.
And but I do want to say, it is.
I can spell no way.
It's a generational thing. Kids gonna find whatever. Cause we found whatever.
So when I was a humble kid, Mom, I ain't do nothing.
Don't listen to Joe, man. But like, when we are introduced to grown folk stuff, I feel like during our generation, more. Even though there were some people that had kids, I feel like protected sex was more promoted during our generation than what it is now.
Yeah, because we was already doing it. Well. I wasn't already doing it.
I was clear.
They was already doing it.
I'm talking about just in general, not just in our community. On what you see on TV and shit like that. They will pull out the gold.
I feel like with that too, going back to that, you also, and it's a generational thing too. It's a new age of, like, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. The concept of sexuality has shifted so much within, like, the last, I say, like, 100 years. You went from something that was, like, I guess you can say, like, sacred, more private, to now it's like, nah, bro, it's people be out here having sex.
Yeah,
like,
and then it's like right in front of your face. You can go on Twitter right now and don't have to be following nothing to it. And it's right on your timeline.
But that's because too, like, you got to realize too, is like going back to what Derek said. I'm not gonna say it was more promoted. I said that I'm not gonna say that sexual safeness was more promoted. We didn't have access to sex like we do now.
Yeah.
You give a kid an iPhone, that's it. They gonna have access to it. All they gotta do is type in sex. They can find out everything they know. Back then, we didn't really have that. Like, we came up in the age of internet, but we knew what our cousins told us, what our uncles and brothers told us, and we didn't really get it. We couldn't see it. We had to use our imagination. We had Playboys.
We had to experiment.
So with that being said, if your cousin and your uncle come to you and say hey, wrap it up. You're gonna do that thing, wrap it up. Blah blah blah. That's the only information you get. Versus now, you get on Twitter, you get on Google, ain't nothing but no condom, raw dog. We just in it. Like, there's no promotion of it because of the fact
that it's like I had to pull it up to see what year it came out. Love don't cost a thing. They came out in 2003, so we was about 8 at this time, 8, 9. And the scene with Steve Harvey and Nick Cannon, we went by that.
Yup.
We practiced that. Don't say we didn't practice that.
I know exactly. Yup. That's you, right? Yup.
So it was more in our face. It's like, you got to. Now it's like sushi. Just sushi.
But like I said, but that was the form of media and stuff that we wasn't taking too, though. Like think about it. Like,
but who?
Okay, I give another example.
Can we be real on that? Who fault is that? Because I feel like our shit is not consistent, but any other race is consistent.
What you mean?
Just how of course, a lot of these platforms, we don't have control of what we see or whatnot. But we know, like, there's a lot of black movies out there, black directors and whatnot. But it's like an inconsistent message that we get per generation. Like I said, Love and Cost thing, we practice that. But now it's like condoms don't even exist.
I wouldn't.
But
put
I feel
that
like
on.
it's more consistent with any other race, though.
I disagree wholeheartedly. And I say that, the only reason I say that is because I work in social services and I see it. Like, I see races of all colors, nationalities, cultures come in, and it's like, it's all the same. That's not like a race thing. That's more like a, I don't really know how to say it. Like, it's not so much as a race thing that is not monitored. That's just like everybody's even across that board. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I don't see some trash black people come in. I don't see some trash white people come in, and it doesn't matter like the nationality, the culture, or the race. Like, everybody starts kind of at zero. And when I say trash, I don't mean like they're trash or anything like that. I take that back. Some of them people do be like trash. Like, I work in fraud, so like I be like, bro, y'all kind of suck as a human being, low key. But with that being said, like, I understand like that lack of resource conversation doesn't just transcend the races, and it goes back to the media. I'll say this. I'm gonna tell you something that Cardi B said that was one of the smartest things she ever said. Ain't nobody tell your kids watch my video. You as the parent, it's your responsibility to monitor and make sure you pay attention to what your kids are digesting. And you can't sit there and say like, oh, it's too much technology, bro. There's parental controls on every single thing out here. It is your job as a parent to stay up to date with everything that comes out, because you need to understand how you can control it and limit your kids' access until they're at the age where they can properly understand it and digest it. That's your responsibility. My responsibility is to make bread. That's what my responsibility is. I ain't tell your kid watch my stuff. So you know what I'm saying. But I do agree with you to an extent, because I think, you know what I always think about? Booty Call. What was that? Jamie Foxx and who else?
Tommy Davidson.
That whole movie was about them boys trying to get a condom. Who was using the plastic wrap?
Jamie.
Well, both
of them, yeah.
Bro, let me tell you something. I completely agree. Like, I have mine to answer on the podcast. Just put it on that, but then you never know what you're gonna get. But like you said, like that whole movie was about trying to sit there and find a condom, practice safe sex, and everything like that. No, American Pie. That whole movie was about them high schoolers trying to lose their virginity. Like, you got to realize, like, I can't say it's a cultural thing because of that, because like them kids was in high school trying to lose their virginity. Like, if you want to talk about it, like, and I think American Pie is a predominantly white cast. Like, there isn't really any African American people in that cast in the movie, I think. And so it's like, you know, if you watching that kid movie growing up, I'm like, damn, like, I'm trying to get to high school. I'm trying to see what it be like. One dude had sex with a pie in that movie. That's why it's called American Pie. You know, it's like.
But I ain't gonna cap to you though.
You better not stick your dick in no pie.
No.
Oh.
No, nigga.
I ain't making no more pies for Thanksgiving.
I was about to say, I don't know what's the difference from that to now. White people still party like that.
Yeah, but that's
white people still fucking pies?
White people.
Bro, it was just a movie.
Oh.
You ain't never seen American Pie?
No, I haven't.
Oh my boy, let me tell you something.
I ain't gonna say fuck no pie, but
scary movie.
Do some crazy stuff.
I seen all scary movies.
All right, remember that? Remember the joint in there? She plays the hot girl. Like you see her at the very beginning. She's like one of the girls in American Pie.
Yeah.
And bro, it's so funny. This scene's hilarious. Bro, came over to dude's house. He was still a virgin. And I guess her intent was to have sex with him or something like that. So she comes over and they're like watching her like on a camera. Like they hook the camera up and they're watching her and shit like that. So they're like, go in there, get her, blah, blah, blah. She waiting. So she don't take her top off and everything like that. Bro, I think she had touched his thigh or something like that.
Yeah.
Bro came right there. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna tell you, the movie is hilarious. That's what that line that one time at band camp. That's where that line came from.
Yeah.
See, you know what? You ain't culture.
You
ain't culture. Yeah, all you did was watch black shows, huh? Them Negroes.
Watch,
Yeah.
Breaking Bad is a classic. That shit is a classic, especially during that time.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. They always probably because remember they came with that movie Project X.
Project X,
bro.
Well, they still party like that, bro.
Bro, Project X made me so excited.
I want to party like that still.
I said, bro. I
said, let my mom leave the crib. She wants to.
Hey, a Project X, bro. That movie inspired.
I was living on Oak. What's that? Pin Oak. That probably would have went down. That yard was nice, man.
Project X was such a wild movie. It inspired a whole length of parties afterward.
That's a fact. Cause you know they used to go around. I forgot what that shit called. It was on social. It was mainly Twitter, but they went around like to different schools for the party, and they recorded that shit. I was like, yo, this shit is. I said, I can't wait to go to college, my nigga. It wasn't nothing like that. It was odd.
Seen Project X for it. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a movie night. We're gonna sit here and make you watch nothing but white movies.
Y'all not gonna do me like they did Undercover Brother.
Oh, what?
Undercover Brother.
Oh, can't you Bro, I love that movie.
Speaking of movies, I want to say this that we can end the conversation. I seen that shit on Twitter like right before I walked in the joint. It was like Rush Hour 1 and Rush Hour 2 is so racist. Bro. And dude put that clip up when he walked upstairs.
Exactly, looking for your sweet sour
chicken ass. Yo, I did not realize that.
Oh, it was another clip they had shown it too. I can't think of it now, bro.
Looking for your sweet and sour chicken.
Oh, I think I liked it.
That is.
Oh, I think I liked it. Hold on, I gotta go find it.
That is.
They clipped another part of that movie too.
Bro, they is sick for that, bro. I died. I said, yo, I can't. He really did say that shit, bro.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
That shit.
I don't think that
Chris Tucker is so fucking hilarious.
I don't think that movie's gonna
be restreamed.
Like I just don't think like you can't make a movie like that no more.
Oh no, you can't.
Like bro, they would have stopped.
The only thing you can see like that is probably like comedy shows, specials. That's gonna be really like unfiltered like that. But that's about it. You ain't gonna really catch no movie real big like that.
Tweet blew up now. I can't find it. There's another scene that was hilarious too.
I'll find it.
But that shit is hilarious. I told you that's my favorite. Like that's like Life is my favorite movie of all time. But the Rush Hours might be my favorite.
Serious,
bro. I might be like it might be second place. Rush Hour 2 first. Rush Hour. I don't know. Rush Hour 1 when he was like, "Who, ha, what is it good for?" I love that scene. But sweet and sour chicken, that boy. Hey, Chris Tucker was on one.
He was, yo.
I'm gonna tell you.
Where your boys at? What he at? That shit is hilarious.
Where all old girls stay. So you don't got me started on Rush Hour. I can talk about that all night. But whole girl stabbed him with the spear, and he had knocked her out because the money saved him. He said we could have something special. But you one crazy ass bitch. Oh,
man, bro. We're gonna move into our last segment of this episode. No
push the button. I'm done.
Joe, you got no cat. Oh man, this is crazy.
Hey, yo, my no cap today it comes from a place of heart. My heart comes from a place of love. Hey, go through the process. A lot of people don't like. I realized like in these last couple of months, like with just like my growth and everything like that and everything like that's happened to me, like sometimes you want to just get from 0 to 100 so fast that you forget that you got to go through the process of getting it, and it hurts. It's hard and it's tough and it's difficult, but don't look at failure as a bad thing. Like don't look at failure as something that you know you don't want to happen. Like sometimes you got to learn to embrace it. Like, of course, you always want to succeed, but learn to embrace failure, because when you fail and you fall, you have the option to like reinvent yourself and like actually like make yourself better. And it also gives you a jump, like, you know, it gives you a head start on some things because you already know what you got to go through. You just got to go through it. So just go through the process and understand it. Like, and I promise you, once you do it, you process it and everything like that, I swear you'll be a better, like, you'll have a better headspace, you'll be better off, you'll be more mature, you'll be wise, and hopefully you can pass that knowledge off on your experiences to somebody else and help them. So that's just my no cap.
That boy been waiting 2 episodes to say that shit, boy.
Man, it's been a long couple of months.
You know what's crazy? Her mom preached about that yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
That's what he heard it, huh?
when they say, what is it, 2 or more is gathered in his name.
What you got for us, for?
I'm about to take you on a whole nother route.
Yeah, I saw that. You know, when you pull the comments out, you automatically start looking.
Ooh, he just came on his finger.
Wow.
That being said,
I don't even want to hear
he
your
said
no
it
cap.
on and I was like, bro, come on, man.
And you still doing it.
I gotta rub it in. What? I gotta rub it in, bro.
Oh,
and
you didn't help it at all.
But still, man, put my hand there.
You gotta smack your lips.
Y'all are sick, bro.
I got one question for y'all.
No, you fucking don't.
What's the question?
How it tastes?
He did for pineapples in his house.
We come to the conclusion.
Turn it on.
Wait, I ain't do my no cap. Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm weak.
Y'all sick.
I'm
man.
weak. That's that man.
Y'all sick, bro.
In the words of the late great Bernie Mac,
Oh, Lord.
if people don't like you for who you are,
Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm over that.
Another one.
That shouldn't even be his no cap after all the shit he just said.
At least he say, fuck them kids. Fuck the kids.
they love the kids. I love the kids.
Stupid,
Fuck the
man.
kids.
I don't even want to say my no cap.
Come on, man. It's gonna be good.
My shit is simple. Alright, some pain.
Oh, he over us.
I am. Some pain is okay. Sometimes you gotta go through shit to grow. If it's something that's causing that certain pain, like emotional pain, that doesn't mean that you're passionate about it, and you know what I'm saying, that you care for it. So continue to keep that take that pain and then just turn it into motivation, turn it into that drive that you need to take that next step in life. So yeah, that's my no cap. And with that, we come to the conclusion of this episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you rate us, leave a review on those listening platforms. Comment, like the videos on YouTube. So with that, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, and we out. Chill.
Peace.